Hi and welcome back to my Hideout. This is episode 2 of the Stanley Parable. Let's start the game. Thank you, though. Wow.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Can I? Oh.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Brilliant. I love how the game actually responds to what you do, or in this case, don't do.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, okay.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Yes.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense.
Oh, exit!
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Okay.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation.
No!
His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Yes.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control. That this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
And I'm gonna be at the start.
The blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Sure.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Yeah.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
Yeah.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
No.
Please.
No more buttons.
That's all I want.
I don't want the mind control.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
I don't have a wife, do I?
My life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
No.
I am okay.
No! No!
Stanley
No!
began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
What is going on?
And everything went black.
What? What? You can't do
This
that.
is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
Yeah.
I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay. Well. Here we go again. Ah, god damn it. Stupid
All of his
game.
co-workers were gone.
Yes.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yes. Missing memos. Awaiting inputs. Oh! Oh! What? I can open doors? This is really weird. What? No, no, no. Come back. Oh. Oh.
He entered the door on his left.
Sir, I can try the wrong code, yeah? Oh, this game.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an
Office
answer there.
party. Okay. Get Chris out of the broom closet. I've seen a broom closet. It's right there. Chris!
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No.
There
No.
was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Really? Really? Is there no reason?
It
Nah.
was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
God damn it.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing?
Yes.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
You're still talking about the broom closet, so that's why I'm staying. I like it here. It's comfy. Yeah.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
Yeah.
If I'd
No,
said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go
Yeah.
talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I
Yeah.
hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
What?
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid
What?
he is. That or with drug money. Also,
Don't-
Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What? Don't insult me!
I've
What?
come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You
What?
got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken
what's
care of
gonna
before
happen?
it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Oh, this was brilliant. Okay.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. Guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Really now.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ah, what's this? Oh. To be rich, is it a crime to commit crimes? Isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Okay. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Another room. Ooh. Elevator. Yay. Okay, this is lovely. Where did the narrator go though? It's pretty silent. What? Did I hear my name? Well, Stanley's name? What? No, no, no. No. No! What is this? Ah, this. This elevator isn't even moving, is it?
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man
That's a
denied
camera.
any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly, ever. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Stanley simply began 2845.
What?
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. That was amazing.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Nope. Although this passageway had the word Escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
What? Not again! Come on! No one likes dying.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Really now? Why do I not believe that? Why do I not believe that? It's gonna close, it's gonna close, it's gonna close. No?
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for. Nope, still on board with death.
I really like this game so far, although it can be sometimes a bit annoying, but you know.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yeah. Whee! Except that we're not dead, are we? We're not dead.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture.
Oh shit.
He doesn't know the real story.
Oh shit.
Trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
No, 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 no!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
What?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
No. What? What? I'm so confused.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Yes. What in the actual... What? What? Oh my god. Oh.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What? It's like a museum, it's actually That's pretty neat. This is interesting. This kind of shows the options of the game. Let's go to the exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
What?
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
What is going on?
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push
What?
escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
What? What? Hello? Excuse me? I was playing a game. What? Seriously? For real? God damn this game.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not good at listening, so...
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Are you sure? What if I'm fast enough? Or is that not possible?
No,
here again!
No, this isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No!
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay. From
No.
the top.
No! You did not! Arrgh. Okay, we're gonna end the episode right here. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next episode of whatever I'm filming. So, bye!